Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am introducing my 2022 project pan. So I do a project pan every year. If you are completely new to project panning and you've never heard of it, essentially what it is taking a bunch of makeup items, beauty products, whatever, and focusing on using them until they are finished. I like to do this to work through products that I am ready to move out of my collection, but I don't want to just throw away. I don't like to waste things, and if I buy something, I like to finish it up. There are times when I cannot do that. Some things, they just don't work. So, you know, in that case, I will get rid of them. But otherwise, I just like to work on them until they're finished. So I'm doing the same thing as I did last year, which is a full routine rolling quarterly project pan. So full routine means I have something from like every category. I've got, you know, makeup, hair care, skincare, body care, fragrance, nail products. Rolling means when I finish something, I roll in a new product to replace it. And quarterly means I work on the group of products that I've selected for a whole quarter, and then I completely refresh. And in the last quarter of the year, I will bring back everything that I didn't finish for crazy time. It's actually really fun, but also crazy. Before I get into the products, I do want to show you guys a drawer of items that I have sort of gathered together that I want to work on throughout 2022. These were things that I pulled out of my collection while I was doing my inventory and trying to declutter my collection a little bit, and they were basically things that like I wanted to finish and not have in my collection by the end of the year. So I'm going to show you guys some footage of that drawer now, and then we'll get into the products. So here is what I am starting with. It is one of the deep drawers. Yeah, like there's a lot of stuff in here, and my goal, obviously all of this won't go into the project pan, but my goal is to sort of make my way through this throughout 2022 and either finish, declutter, or fall madly in love with something in here and then have to carry it over into like a 2023 declutter, or sorry, project pan. So there's a lot of stuff in here, but it covers all the bases. There is hair, makeup, skincare. There's a little bit of body care in here, but I actually have more body products, mostly like cleansing related products, so scrubs and shower gels and stuff like that. They're inside because that's where I keep them, and also there's no point putting them in here because they will not fit. So I think I will just update this quarterly for you guys to see the progress on, you know, how it's shrinking. Hopefully it's shrinking, that's the whole goal. And yeah, you know, I think, look, I feel like this looks like a lot, but also I don't know if it really is all that much in terms of like how many products I finish up over a year. I think this is like, we're going to be pretty close. And also it looks very bulky because there's some bulky stuff in here. So there we go. Wish me luck. All right, let's get into the products. Some things I'm rolling over from last year. Some things are new. Some things are gimme products. A gimme product is something that should be fairly easy to finish up. So let's start. My primer. I'm bringing back my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This is just a mini, and it does have a big dip in it. I'm really hoping that I'll be able to... look, I know if I use this regularly, I'll be able to hit pan on it very soon. Maybe it would only take me about 2 months to finish. Maybe. We'll see. My foundation is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is about, I want to say, maybe just a little bit over half full. This is, look, it's not too bad for my skin. I have dry to normal skin at the moment. I'm normal. This is the time for me to use this, so I'm going to try and finish that one up. Probably wouldn't be one that I would purchase in the future though. My powder is a Maybelline Fit Me loose finishing powder. I had this in my project pan last year. There is a tiniest little bit left. This shouldn't take me, I should be able to finish this well before the end of the month. I want that one out of my stash. I just don't think it's suitable for my skin. I think it's better for oily skin. I have the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate, which is going to be my concealer. This is a big one. It is 13 grams. At the moment, I'm not really using concealer. I maybe use a tiny bit of it under my eyes, but usually I just prefer to use my foundation. Look, I'm just going to see how I go with this. I might even try using this as like a light foundation. I'll see how that goes. If I am not really making good progress of it, I think I will have to reconsider my concealer collection. I'm sure in the future there will come a time when I do want to use concealer, but for like the last, I want to say 6 going on 9 months, I haven't really been reaching for concealer all that much. So yeah, it's just, look, your routine changes, you know, there's ebbs and flows. And at the moment, something I'm not really reaching for is concealer because I don't feel I need it if my foundation has ample coverage. So I think that's a good thing. You know, less is more for me. But I would like to try and get through a couple of concealers this year. Otherwise, I'm going to have to declutter some because I've had them for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been around for a little while. I am going to really try and focus on face mists this year. This is the Power 10 Formula Moisture Mist from It's Skin. I do like this one. I'm going to give myself a little zhuzh right now. This has like a micro mist, which is just my favorite. And it's good as like a step in your skincare routine, pre-makeup, and like layering between makeup layers, plus as a finishing mist. So I honestly think I should be able to get through a couple of face mists this year. Last year I didn't get through many because I was, you know, working on some different projects, and using face mists would have skewed the results. So I opted to not use them, which means that part of my collection really was ignored, which kind of sucks because I actually really love face mists. My bronzer, Hoola Benefit Hoola. So I have 2 of these. I'm putting in the one, I actually have 3 of these because I pulled one out of a palette and put it in like a magnetic DIY palette. So I've pulled out the one that I had open. This is extremely lightly used. You could basically consider this new. So I gotta see how I go with it. I like Hoola, but I definitely don't need to have 3 of them. So I'd like to focus on getting through one this year. Oh, my eye primer. I forgot an eye primer. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Eye Stick in Vanilla Kiss. This was in my project last year. This is what's left. I know, it's ridiculous. Not my fave. I find that this accentuates dry skin on my eyes that I didn't even know I had. I can combat it with a good face mist. This one pairs well with it, so you know, that's great. I just, look, I'm so close to finishing it. I don't want to just throw it away. I want to actually finish it. I shouldn't have any troubles finishing this by the end of January. So there's that. Now, highlight. Well, let's talk about blush and highlight. At the moment, I am working on 2 projects where a project where I test all of my makeup products in certain categories. I've done primer, foundation, concealer, face powder. Did I do face powder? I'm very confused. Yeah, I did. What else have I done? I did bronzer. That was the most recent one. Now I'm working on blush and highlight. Now, they are two of the areas of my collection where I have like the most amount of product, so it's taking me a really long time. So I'm not actually going to put a blush and highlight in this project at this stage, except I am putting in this highlight. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick in Champagne Flash. So this is like the cream highlight stick. Now, the reason why I'm putting this one in here is because it's summer here in Australia, yay. And I don't know, I was going somewhere and I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to put like a moisturizer on my legs with a little bit of shimmer in it. So I took the Becca, it's one of the liquid highlights from Becca, I can't remember what it's called, and I mixed a little bit of that in with my moisturizer. I put it on my legs and my arms, and I loved the effect. I was just like, oh, this is why I love summer, you know, it's just pretty and the skin looks great. And I've sort of been doing that pretty much every time I go out now and really enjoying it. And I want to keep that going. And I was going to put the Becca highlighter in here, but I was thinking about like what other products could I use to replace the Becca one when I finish that, because I'm not buying more highlighters. I have so many. And I was thinking I'll have to try out using a powder one, you know, like scrape a little bit off, mix it in with my moisturizer and see how that goes, because that could be a way to help me sort of, you know, make some more progress on some of my highlighters, because I have a lot of them. And I was like, okay, I'll try that out after I finish the Becca one. But then I was digging through my drawers and I found this. And I was like, ooh, I should see if this works on my legs. So I tried it. And essentially all I did was, you know, put a little bit on my legs like so. And then I put my moisturizer over the top and gave it a good, you know, like worked it into the skin. And I quite liked it. I would say that this is a bit more sparkly than, I mean, it doesn't look sparkly, but it's got like a micro glitter in it. So not my all-time fave, but I think this is going to be like a great way to use this product up. Now, it is basically full. Let me wind her up and show you how she's looking. So there's what she's looking like. I do use it over a very large area of my body, so I do use quite a bit of it in a single use. That's what she's looking like when I close it. So I'm going to give that a go over summer. I might actually be able to make some decent progress on this and, you know, actually get some use out of it. I think ultimately I wouldn't actually use this on my face because I don't think it's super special, but it's nice and subtle on the body, and I'm not going for like blinding light on the body, so I think it might be a good product for that job. For eyeliner, I have chosen the, I think it's pronounced Babia. I don't know, Babia. It's the Last Pen eyeliner in the shade 05. I don't know. So this is kind of like a rosewoody kind of shade. I have, you know, a fair amount of colored pen liners kicking around, and I feel like, you know, you gotta use them or lose them basically. So I'm gonna have fun with that one over the summer period. For my eyeliners, I'm bringing in something I know that I will use and something that I am not sure if I will use. So I have the Nabla Cupid's Arrow in Arrow 2 here. This is a brown shade, and I am actually wearing this one today just on my lower waterline and smudged ever so slightly into my lower lashes. I know I will use that. I will be using it on an extremely small section of my face. That is the only place that I will use it. So I don't expect the progress to be grand, essentially. The next one is from Revlon. It is a Color Stay eyeliner in the shade 210 Teal. This is the one that I don't know if I will really get much use out of this. I will see. Again, this is one that I will use as a color accent for, like, you know, my waterline or lower lashes. oh, we will see. We'll see. It's just a matter of putting it in the project and, you know, giving it a go for a while. Sometimes I have products in my collection where I'm like, I like it, but I never use it. And I'm a little bit torn. I'm like, I shouldn't keep these things because I'm trying to minimize my collection. But then sometimes I throw them into a project pan, or, you know, I put it in my everyday makeup drawer inside and I start to use it. And I'm like, I actually really like this. It's good, clean fun, essentially. So I'm gonna chuck it in there. We'll see how we go. Then I have like an eyeshadow product. Eyeshadow product. It is a mini from Stila. It is the Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow in Kitten. So I used this one the other day and I do feel that it is drying up quite a bit. I am gonna, look, I'm gonna have a go and see what I can do with this one. Problem is, being so small, you can't really like scrape it off the side, so I've just I don't know, like come the end of the quarter, it's probably gonna have to go. So it is what it is. For mascaras, I'm actually throwing in 2. Now I did a bad thing and I went and bought a new mascara when I've got like 25 unopened fucking mascaras back here, and I've been swearing to myself that I won't buy a mascara, but the Beauty News Awards made me buy it. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. People were saying this was the best mascara of 2021, so I went and picked it up. It's okay. This is why I stopped watching makeup reviews, because other people's hype is my disappointment. It's nice. I find if I put on, you know, 3, maybe 4 layers, I do feel like I'm getting extra length that I might not get so easily. Well, is it really easy if I'm putting on 3 or 4 layers? Maybe not. But I would say I've got mascaras that are just as good. And because there's hype behind it, and they're like, I didn't feel like it did anything super special, there is now disappointment behind it. So the next one is from Colourpop. This is a coloured mascara. This one is Purple Prose. Now I've had this for ages and I'm like, oh god, I gotta get rid of it. But I just wanted to have one little last hurrah. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't think you'll be able to tell. It's on my lower lashes, and I was like, look, let's see if the formula is still good, not too dry. And I popped it on. I'm like, you know what? I love it. I love it. It's fun. So this one does have to go this year for sure, but I thought I'll chuck it in the project for another quarter. I'll use it. I'll enjoy it. And then maybe next quarter, I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 more. I might, you know, use one each quarter and then get rid of them. Brow products. Let's do this. So this is a Brow Contour Pro from Benefit. I feel like this might be a bit of a gimme product. I only have 1 shade that I will use, so the lighter shade. I finished the deeper shade in my project pan just in December, and the highlight and definer sides I will never use because I'm not that girl. I just don't care that much about my brows. Then I have the Benefit Gimme Brow. This was also in my project pan last year. This is in the shade 1. I do feel like this one's starting to dry up a little bit. So I just want to have it in the project to finish it up because I have a few of these. Look, today when I put it on, I put on more than I usually would, and I feel like potentially this product might be alright for me. I've been using the Benefit Brow Setter, which is just their clear brow setter, and I love that. I've been just loving it for years, literally using it in my project pan for years. And I was kind of like, I've got to get rid of it because I've had it for so long, and I didn't feel like this was quite as good because I feel like that product held my brows so well without making them crunchy. And I feel like this doesn't have as much hold, but the more I put on, the better hold I get. However, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like it looks a bit heavy. So if I'm putting on multiple layers and I let it set too much between layers, it starts to like thicken up and look a bit heavy. So yeah, I don't know. It's not my absolute fave, to be honest, but I would like to finish that one up. And then I have 2 lip products. I'm putting a lipstick. Actually, I have 3 lip products. I'm putting a lipstick, a lip liner, and a lip balm in my project for this quarter. I have the House Labs lip liner in Myth. So, okay, I've been using this a little bit recently, and it is, like, it's a nice lip liner, but it's not, I've been using a ColourPop one most often in the last few months, and this is a little bit drier and not as smooth and glidey as that. So I'm not like totally in love with this at the moment. However, the color actually works quite well with the lipstick that I'm putting in, which is from Hourglass. It is the My One Desire lipstick, and the reason why I'm putting this one in is because I feel like the scent is starting to change. It doesn't smell quite the same as when I bought it, but I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to try and finish it up. And they're, you know, they're skinny little lipsticks. This one's had very little use, but, you know, it doesn't look like there's too much in there. I am curious about how long it would take to finish one of these if I wore it on a regular basis. And lip balm. Okay, so I did my makeup inventory, which I do every year, or I did it in 2019, 2020, and then at the end of 2021. And my lip balm stash is way out of control and not healthy. Now, I have super dry lips, so it doesn't surprise me that I have amassed a lot of lip balms. And last year I felt like I didn't finish very many of them, but I have so many on the go. Like, I have multiple in handbags, I have one in the car, I have multiple beside my bed that are open, on like my desk here, on my beauty desk, in my bedroom, on my working desk in my bedroom. Like, I have so many open. I'm just like, oh my God, it's a problem. I've got to start finishing some. Now, I thought for the first quarter, I will put in one that is new and then see how I go with that. On the second quarter, I might pull in some that have been used and are close to finishing, so I can maybe power through a few. I'm going to start with this guy. It is a Hershey's official licensed product lip balm. It is Twizzlers, so it's strawberry flavored. It's not bad. It's fine. I would say it's, you know, a bit like a lip smacker type lip balm. Not the absolute best I've used, but also not a bad lip balm. It's not one of those ones that you put on and it makes your lips feel drier after having it on for like half an hour, which is great because those ones go in the motherfucking bin for me. I can't use them. They make my lips worse. So this is the one I'm going to be focusing on over the next 3 months. I have not used a lip balm like this in a long time, so I do not know how long it's going to take me to use it up. I cannot remember. So that's all of the makeup that I'm going to have in the project for the first quarter. Let's move into, like, you know, the rest of the routine. Body, hair, fragrance, nails, skin, all that jazz. I'll start with nails. I'm not putting colored nail products into the project this year, I think, at this point at least, but I am going to start putting in some nail care products. This is a Kester Black Self-Love Oil, so it is like a, you know, nail hydrating cuticle oil type product. I have quite a few of these types of products in my stash and I never use them, and that's a bad thing because I try to grow my nails quite long, and I use nail enhancements, so I should be like looking after the nails. So this is the one that's going in. It may very well be that for the next 9 months I just have a different cuticle oil product in my project pan just to get some use out of them. And that means if I keep doing that for the foreseeable future, i.e. years to come, I might actually finish them up. My fragrance, I am bringing in another DKNY fragrance. So I had a DKNY fragrance in my project pan last year. It was in, I think, the first quarter, and then I brought it back in the last quarter. I didn't quite finish it. I got over it and I passed that on to Mum. But I still have a couple of left. I think I have maybe 2 or 3. And this is one of them. It is the Delicious Delights Fruity Rooty. I hate the name so much. It's stupid. But and it's basically full. You can see there how much I've used. Not much. So I was looking for a fragrance that was fruity and good for summer. And I thought this one might be a good one to go with. So that's going to be in the project for the first quarter. And I'm also throwing in a secondary fragrance, which I'm going to have in the first quarter, but I might actually kind of like, I try to work on stuff year long if I don't finish them in that like quarter that they're in. So I want to bring this one in now. So I've got the whole year to get through it. It is a vanilla fragrance oil. It was made by one of my friends and she gave me 2. One of them I finished. This one I've had kicking around for ages. And what I like about this is it's a good base for mixing with other fragrances because it's vanilla. So it's not like, it works with a lot of stuff. So I thought if I'm feeling a bit more like I want something that's a little bit less fruity and zingy and vibrant, I can layer it with this and give it a bit more of like a warmer tone. So those guys in the project. Shower scrub or body scrub. This is from Lush. It is, I've just pulled it out of the shower. It is the Rub 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 shower scrub. That's why I called it a shower scrub. I need tissue because she went on top. She got shower water. So this is actually almost brand new. I've used it once. You can see how much is in there. It's a big one. It is a 650 gram tub. I believe this product's been discontinued. I don't know why. It's quite nice. I like it. I'm not a massive fan of the scent though, but I think what I like about this is it's like an effective scrub but also body wash in one. So it foams up, really like does a good job, gets it all done. But I need to work through my Lush products and I want to make sure that I have a Lush product in the project every quarter. So this is the one for the first quarter. Actually, I have 2, but we'll get to it. My body wash is from Sephora. This is Rolling in the Grass Nourishing Shower Balm. Oh my god. Okay, so I've had this kicking around in my cupboard for ages. Like I bought this years ago and then never opened it. And I was like, oh, I should, you know, I should use that. I get through it. And I was like, oh, but I think I'm going to really love it. And I don't want to use it up and then be left with other stuff that I don't care for. And I was looking at what I had and I was like, to be honest, most of the stuff in my like shower and shower routine stash I care for. I'm excited to use it all. So I thought just do it. Just do it. And if you love it so much that you feel like you must have it in your life again, you can repurchase it in the future. And oh my god, it's amazing. I don't know if they still make this particular one, but it literally smells like fresh cut grass. Oh my god, I like amazing. Also, this sort of balmy formula, it has a low foam and it's not stripping, which I love because I can tend to have dry skin. And yeah, look, love it. Just looking forward to spending the next few months with that product. And then I have this guy, which is a bit of a wild card. We'll see how we go. This is the Lush Coco Loco Shower Oil. I've never used this before, and I'll tell you a story in a sec. Never used this before, sometimes have issues with Lush, like in shower conditioning type products breaking me out on my body, like my torso area mostly. So usually they're okay on my arms and legs, but sometimes I have problems. Like the one that comes to mind was the Snow Fairy body conditioner. If I put that on my torso, I would have breakouts. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go with this. Also, okay, so the way that you use this is like in the shower, you rub it on and you just rinse off, and it's like a moisturizing step. It is a solid oil. And one problem that I sometimes have with products like this is when you get out of the shower and you're drying yourself off and you're getting the oil remnants on your towel, which is fine. But then my routine is to take that towel once my body is dry and wrap my hair in it. And I'm not sure if the oil is going to be problematic for my hair. So like weigh it down basically. So I'll see how I go. This may not survive the test of time. I found a couple, and here's the story I want to tell you. I found a couple of different Lush like solid products that I wanted to use. One of them is a shower scrub, and actually one of them may be another one of these. I will have to compare them. And I had them sitting in a little tub in the bathroom, and I'm an idiot. It's my own fault. I left that tub on the floor, and I woke up one morning and there was two things in my room. One little white thing that was chewed up and one orange thing that was chewed up, and my dog had got to them and had a nibble. So that wasn't great. Luckily, Lush stuff is usually pretty, you know, pretty clean. I'd be most worried about the essential oils and stuff, but I mean, she's fine. I've kept an eye on her, of course. So yeah, my own fault. Never ever am I gonna do that again. And also apparently Lush stuff smells good to dogs, so there we go. My body moisturizing product, I don't know, I'm kind of loving like body butters at the moment. I feel like they're a little bit rich for summer, but my god, my skin has just, look, the skin wants what the skin wants. So I don't know if the item that I'm choosing is really going to survive the test of time, because I may just want to use some other stuff. But this has been kicking around for a while, and I need to decide whether it stays or it goes. It's from Soul Body. It is a gradual sunless tanning lotion. This is in the shade Fair to Light. I look forward to getting a tan this summer. I do very much. I'm not sure. I have used this in the past, but it's been a while, so I don't know. I'm just gonna give it a go, and if I decide that I'm not into it, I will declutter it, because I've had it for quite some time, and I will move on to something else. But you know, sometimes I need to just put things in the project and focus on them for a while to decide whether it is a match made in heaven or it is not. This is the Muji oil cleanser. I had this in my project pan last year. I really want to finish this up. I just need to get through it. I feel like, look, it was, it's a big bottle. It's a really big bottle. It's like, I think 400 mils. Oh, I don't know. Yes, 400 mils, and I've got about 100 mil left. So yeah, look, I'll just keep going with it. I'll get there eventually. This is a bit of a gimme product. It is from Paula's Choice. It is the Resist Daily Pore Refining Treatment, 2% BHA. There's really not that much left in there. I can't see exactly how much, but it's light. So, yeah, I'm just gonna try and get through. No good. So I'm gonna try and get through that one. I just want to try to work some products like out of my collection, essentially, especially serums. I need to get a go on the serums. I'm putting in the Niod multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. I heard once the team from Deciem say you don't pronounce Niod, but then like they didn't say how you pronounce it. Niod, I don't know. Does anyone know officially like how it's meant to be pronounced? Because I don't have a clue. Anyway, hyaluronic acid. I should be able to use that. I am putting in an eye cream as well. This is the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright eye cream. I've used this in the past, like I've made a bit of a, you know, there's a bit of a dent in there, which is great. I don't mind this. I'm not absolutely in love with it, but I'd like to give it a go because I feel like it has been open for a while. So it's one of those products that I'll need to get out of my stash this year. Masks. Again, I continue with the work on the mask stash. I'm going to start with this. It is from Dr. Jart. It is a shake and shot soothing shot mask. I used one of these last year. It was really fun, a bit messy. You basically, you know, mix it up inside there and it makes this paste. Put it on your face and it sets like a rubber, which you can then peel off. It is really fun. I feel like I have this one, maybe 2 more. I want to get through them all this year. So, you know, there's that. They take up a lot of space, as you can imagine. But I do like them. Then I have some sheet masks. I've got 3 sheet masks and some eye gels. These ones are the South Main Under Eye Gels. So it's just like a single use hydrogel mask for under eyes. I have a couple of tubs of this type of product as well. I'm sure many of you have seen them. It's a round tub. You open it up. Inside there's like 50,000 pairs of hydrogel eye masks. I need to work on them this year. And also I feel like if I use them, I might stop complaining about the state of my under eyes. So there we go. That one's first cab off the rank, and then maybe I might introduce a tub of them and see how I go. Sheet masks. I have the Deer Packer Jeju Flower sheet mask. I have the Benton Snail Bee sheet mask, and I have a Secret Key Starting Treatment Essence sheet mask. For hair, I'm bringing in a couple of products. This is the Tusawong Repair Sleeping Hair Pack. I don't actually sleep in this, but it's like a pre-wash treatment. So you put this in your hair, dry hair, leave it for as long as you want. A few minutes, a few hours, whatever. And it helps to rehydrate the hair. So I think, you know, she's bleached under here, as you can probably tell with, you know, the color. And things like this, you know, it's just nice. I would use something like this very, very regularly, at least a couple of times a month. Last year I just really let myself go. I think many of us can understand that last year was hard. And then I'm just reaching over here. I have these guys. These are from Davines. They are the Oi Absolute Color Gloss and Absolute Hydration leave-in treatments. So you basically wash your hair, and while it's wet you snap off the top of one of these with a special tool which is inside, and you just put it in your hair and then go about your business. They have been discontinued. Madeline loaded me up with these. I always have the best of intentions to use them and then I completely forget because they really are out of sight, out of mind. So I've taken a few of these inside and I've put them with my other like after shower products, so like skincare products, body care products, all that jazz, and I'm hoping to use up a few of these. I have set aside 3 for this quarter because I don't know how good I'm going to be with using them up, but I can tell you right now, if I am good with using them up, I have a whole bunch more that I can introduce into the project. But for now, my goal is to just use 3. Now, the last thing is this. We're not going through this. we are going to touch on this very lightly. This is a tub of samples that I want to use up this year. In here is everything: cleansers, moisturizers, toners, acids, scrubs, body care, hair care, fragrance, all of it. All of the stuff in the sample sizes. There are 62 mixed samples in here. I am not going to allocate like a certain amount per month. I'm going to allocate the whole tub for the whole year, essentially. And I also reserve the right to top it up or declutter anything at any time. I don't think that this is a, like, this is not, it's not too much. If I look at this for a quarter, this is stupid. If I look at this for a year, this is realistic. This works out to about 15 samples over a 3-month period. There are single-use samples in here. There are some that might take me a week. There are some I'm not even sure I'm gonna like, and there's like double. So if I use this and go, I don't like it, that's 2 out already. So this is just something for me to work on over the year, because I need my sample stash to be whittled down, because I feel like it's too big at this time. I did consider just taking all of my sachet samples and throwing them in here to make it super easy, but also I think the challenge is the really fun part, which is why I took so many of my mini perfumes. And like so I've got 2 in here that are rollerballs, and rollerballs are very easy to use. I can throw these in my handbag and I can, you know, take them with me and use them, which is great. But things like these guys, which are the ones where, well, not that one, where you have to sort of like dab it out. Like, I'm never gonna put these in my handbag, because if the lid comes off, it like messy, annoying. So these are gonna be like my challenge products, especially alongside trying to pan other fragrances. But look, we're gonna give it a go. The whole point of me doing a project pan is to get use out of and just work on minimizing my stash. So I'm looking forward to it. I quite like doing sample projects. I did like a whole sampled out project a few years back, and it was fun. It was challenging, but you know, I enjoyed it. I did consider just doing like its own thing, like doing another sampled out project, but I think it would just be easier for me to sit here with my project pan updates and be like, I used up X amount of samples and here were the ones that stood out for the best and the worst reasons. And then, you know, we can also watch this tub get smaller over the year, which is fun. Okay guys, so that's it for my Project Pan 2022 intro. I'm excited. I love doing project pans, and I love like having something to focus on, and also having you guys to like bounce off and help keep me accountable. So here's to 2022 being a great year for all of the reasons, including project panning. Definitely let me know if you guys are doing a project pan this year. Let me know what your method is going to be, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.